November 20 was the final day of eliminations of the 2019 PBA Governors Cup, and we were at the Inares Center in Antipolo for two important games. NLEX was already assured of the top seed, but Alaska was fighting for their quarterfinal berth, and they definitely played like a hungry team as they got in a big victory against the NLEX Road Warriors 106-90. The second game was a battle for a twice-to-beat advantage between TNT and SMB. San Miguel came in handicapped due to the indefinite suspension imposed on Arwin Santos, Ronald Tubit, and Kelly Nabong. The Katropa made sure to capitalize on this as the trio of KJ McDaniels, Troy Rosario, and the returning Jason Castro led them to the promised land with a 114-109 victory. And Paolo, that was one of the best games this conference because of just how hot TNT was in their shooting from the outside and how the San Miguel Beermen actually battled back. You know, my favorite facet of that matchup was that John Holland, the import of the San Miguel Beermen, was 0 of 9 from the three-point range. His first make was to push his team ahead late in the fourth quarter, but it would not be enough as KJ McDaniels took it right back on the very next play. A huge advantage for the TNT Katropa.
And you know what? The San Miguel Beermen and TNT Katropa, they are the two heavyweights of the conference, and it showed there just how important it was for them to get the victory. Talking about the TNT Katropa and just how hungry the San Miguel Beermen were. Take a look at the quarterfinals bracket right before right after that. Now, with their win over SMB, the TNT Katropa earned a twice-to-beat advantage in the quarterfinals and secured the third seed. They matched up against the defending champions Magnolia in the playoffs. NLEX is still number 1, and they'll be twice to beat against Northport. Meralco and Barangay Ginebra collided with the same incentive against Alaska and San Miguel, respectively.
Now, what makes the playoff bracket very interesting was that the Magnolia Hotshots and the Northport Batang Pier both scored elimination round victories against their respective matchups. So that is very interesting indeed. But after the first day of the quarterfinals, two teams have already punched their ticket into the semifinals. Big victories coming from the Meralco Bolts and Barangay Ginebra. In the first game at the Smart Araneta Coliseum, the Meralco Bolts took care of business as they got the jump on the Alaska Aces. The big difference for me in that game was that Alan Durham was just the superior import. You know, Franco House does what he can for the Alaska Aces. Averages 18 points per contest, but he did not even come close to scoring that in this particular ball game.
And what a contribution there for Alain Maliksi as well. 23 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 of 8 from beyond the arc. When you have Alain Maliksi, you know, some of the guys that you don't necessarily figure will star for the team, coming up with big points like that, they are a tough squad to beat. Now, in the other quarterfinals matchup, the Barangay Ginebra San Miguel ended the Grand Slam bid of the San Miguel Beermen in what was a tight contest. And you could say some calls did not go San Miguel's way towards the end, but it was the composure, the experience of Barangay Ginebra to take down the San Miguel Beermen when they were deep under pressure, right at the crunch time, that really pushed them through.
You can say that, you know, the hopes of the San Miguel Beermen to get the Grand Slam was really dashed with John Holland's decision to try and attack. It was at least a 1-on-4 situation with him being the one. Everyone was asking for a timeout because they wanted offense-defense substitution as well. Matt Ganuela's roster was on the floor. They wanted to get him out to send in another player who could perhaps score the go-ahead basket for them. It would not be enough, but still we tip our hats to the San Miguel Beermen. They will still finish this season as the most successful team after winning the Philippine Cup and the Commissioner's Cup.
Absolutely. It will be a bit difficult to get over, but here is our updated playoff bracket after the first night of quarterfinal matchups. So the Barangay Ginebra San Miguel awaits the team that goes through between the NLEX Road Warriors and the Northport Batang Pier, and on the other side, the Meralco Bolts await either the TNT Katropa or the Magnolia Hotshots Pambansang Manok. Arguably, tougher side of the bracket there for the Meralco Bolts, even if they have progressed there. So tough road back to the finals, and you know, it's still on the cards. It's a possible reunion of Barangay Ginebra and the Meralco Bolts in a Governor's Cup final. So you never know what could happen there, Carlo.
And the good thing is that for the Meralco Bolts, you will have the opportunity to get some rest for Raymond Almazan as he hurt his left foot earlier. Now he has the time to actually recuperate before they engage in semifinals action. And that is it for your Game Rewind. More on Shootaround when we come back.